Yeah, as you know, I stumbled upon your amazing calligraphy via LinkedIn, but was also really impressed by your explanations, these insightful explanations and stories related to the proverbs and words that you brush. And I've already learned so much from you. So would you like to share your journey to becoming a professional calligrapher?
Yes, I don't remember exactly. I think I was around 7 when I started calligraphy. My cousins started to go to a small private calligraphy school in town, so I wanted to join them. Actually, at the same time, they started learning classical ballet too. And I really, really wanted to do it rather than calligraphy. But my parents didn't say okay to a ballet. I suspect that they couldn't afford ballet. Anyway, so I just went calligraphy with my cousins. And I think I wasn't a passionate student. First of all, I didn't like the school because it smelled bad. It smelled heavily ink, very bad. Now that I think about it, I remember I realized it was the smell of rotting ink.
Ah, I
Since
see.
ink is made with soot and animal glue, it can mold or rot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the glue itself has a strong smell. So incense is mixed to mask the smell.
I see.
Yeah, the expensive ink use high quality incenses and typically smell nice,
Mm.
but this high temperature and humidity can ruin them. So when you handle the Japanese ink, better to be careful.
Okay, I didn't know all this. Wow.
Anyway, I remember the rotting ink smell and I didn't like it. And I also remember that there were no hot water in the school. So we needed to clean the brush with cold water, and my hands got damaged in winter. So
Mm.
cold.
Wow.
Also, I remember the teacher was not very adapted young kids. The class was not very interesting to me.
So it sounds like a
My
bad
memory,
start.
yeah, at the time. Also, we needed to do calligraphy at a subject in elementary school, and I was scolded by a teacher in front of everyone. Your calligraphy is not good at all. That
Really?
hurt me a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So naturally, very quickly, I hated calligraphy and I quit. My calligraphy career was over after a very short period.
I see. Wow.
But fortunately, because my parents were busy all the time, I was raised my grandmother. She was a poet and calligrapher. So she taught me calligraphy.
Nice.
Yeah, and she was strict, but at least her ink smelled good.
Good.
And she was patient very much. So I studied with her for a long time.
Oh, there you
Good
go.
memory.
And she was obviously perhaps a more generous and kind teacher?
Yes, I think so. She motivated to me better than others.
Mm.
So and then I became a teenager. I started to be mostly interested in Western culture, like movies, music,
Hmm.
literature, fashion. So I kind of put aside calligraphy again. Then my first job, I was a staff at International Budo University, which
Okay.
is a very famous place in Japan for martial arts. The thing is that I couldn't do calligraphy anymore because I was busy with work. But on the other hand, I met many famous Japanese historians and also martial arts experts. Sometimes I helped them with their projects, and so many years I was immersed by this old samurai culture,
Mm.
history, and Japanese traditions.
Wow.
Yes, that was fun. Although I didn't do calligraphy anymore, I had the opportunity to learn many philosophical aspects about Japan. But working in Japanese company, is never easy.
No. I hear it's very
Yeah,
hard. Yes.
yeah. Relationship, inefficiency, conservativeness,
Mm.
too much stress, really.
Mm.
So I decided to quit. And luckily, I could quit and went to Taiwan, New World. Yay! At first in Taiwan, I was a bit lost. After serving company for many years, this total freedom confused me.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know what to do, but I was surrounded by people in art world, and they pushed me to do calligraphy again. I hesitated for a while, but anyway, I decided to do. Then I started a different project related to art and calligraphy, Art Curator Japan.
I see. Mm.
And I did my first major exhibition in France in 2018, I think. And I really didn't know what to expect, but to my surprise, I sold everything.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
that's where I decided to do this full time.
That would
This
have
is
been a
my story.
very, yeah, that would have been a very affirming, life affirming and wonderful experience to sell all your work. That's the hardest thing of an artist is to sell their work.
Yes, exactly. So I didn't expect much, but yeah.
Well, that's a fascinating history. So maybe you were born to do calligraphy.
I don't
Wow.
know, but I hope so.
Yeah.